Should Oklahomans be concerned that Judge Kuehn has been appointed to the Oklahoma Supreme Court? I'm Tulsa attorney James Wirth, and that is the topic for today. Governor Stitt on July 27, 2021, appointed Judge Kuehn to the Oklahoma Supreme Court. There's been lots of good statements made about Judge Kuehn, and people are very happy about this decision. But should Oklahomans be concerned? I think they should be concerned. And why should they be concerned? It's not because of where she's going, it's because of where she's leaving. She has been the voice of reason on the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals since 2017 when she was on there. The court in the last decade or so has been very conservative in their decisions. They have walked back protections for Oklahomans and favored bending over backwards in some circumstances to save a conviction for the state, but in the process made a precedent that can be used against other defendants that makes it more likely that justice will not be done and that people potentially could be wrongfully imprisoned, and that Oklahoma's incarceration rate could increase, even though it's already pretty much the highest or the second highest in the nation. We've seen many dissents from Judge Kuehn over the last few years, particularly on issues regarding juvenile defendants' rights and debtor imprisonment, where people are getting locked up for not paying on their court fines. They're being revoked from their sentences. In some circumstances, they may not even be able to afford to pay it. And the court majority has overlooked those issues quite a bit. Judge Kuehn has been one to be consistent in her dissent, noting that if you're going to throw somebody in jail on an application to revoke, you need to have a hearing and prove that they had the ability to pay those fines that they're being revoked for not paying. That's just one example. I mean, just in the last week, there's been an example where the court has severely undermined the rights of a child to be free from interrogation by police without a parent present. And she had an excellent dissent in that case where she noted that the majority opinion, and I'll just read it verbatim, majority goes through some incredible intellectual gymnastics to conclude that charged means charged, or when police in good faith think the subject will be charged. So essentially in this, the majority redefined the word charged to not only mean charged like criminal charges have been filed, but also to mean when a police officer thinks that a charge will be filed. So completely redefine the term. For what purpose? To save one conviction. But because of that and wanting to save this one conviction, we now have a precedent that's published opinion that means that kids can be interrogated without a parent present if they're being interrogated on the right crime, even if charges aren't filed for that crime in the future. So that's just one example where we've seen good decisions that really follow the law clearly, explain the law clearly, when the majority has done these very convoluted methods in order to go against the clear written language of the statute in order to further the upholding of a conviction. So it is going to be sad to see her gone from Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals, where I think she is more needed, but certainly it is considered to be a promotion for the judge, Judge Kuehn, to the Oklahoma Supreme Court. So everybody's obviously happy for her for that. But it is unfortunate for decisions that we're going to get from the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals going forward and being lost of that, lone voice of sane dissent that we enjoyed seeing over the last few years. So if you've got a case, got questions about Judge Kuehn, Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals, the Supreme Court, you're going to want to talk to an attorney about that. To get that scheduled, somebody at my office, you can go online to makelaweasy.com.